Hey, Kelly and Frank. My name is Natalie Ward, and I have made you guys this video that gives you a little bit of insight, what's going on with your website, and three things that I want to go over with you today that will help bring in more customers to your business. So, most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you guys are busy running a business, managing employees, visiting job sites. And for me, I'm a nerd and I love this stuff, but mostly I just care about helping businesses grow. And sometimes I think the only hesitation that business owners have to hiring somebody is they don't know who is an expert, but mostly they don't know who they can trust. So I've found that by giving people this free video of actual things that you can do to impact your business has resulted in some business owners coming back to me and asking for my help with this stuff. So if by the end of this video you see that I have value to add and you want to chat further, just shoot me a message. Or if you simply want to take this and use it for yourselves, that works for me too. So now let me show you the three things that will set your company above your competition. I'm going to talk to you about content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing I want to go over is content. And content is queen because Google is not a human, right? They've got their tiny little minion robots that are crawling the web, and they're looking for keywords that are linked with a specific location to best serve their searchers. Okay, so you know that you need content on your home page. And I've pulled up your guys' home page here. And what most business owners don't know is that the number one search for restoration services is on Google is about 1,500 to 2,500 words of content on their homepage. Now, you guys are sitting at just over 300 words of content, so you would need to add at least 1,500 more words on your homepage with the right authoritative content that is also keyword rich. I've pulled up your competitors here. This is Rocky Mountain Restoration, and they're sitting at just over 800 words of content. So they're totally beatable. They just put a little bit more effort into their content. Now, this is a little tool that I have, and it's called Ahrefs, and it runs me a couple $100 a month. But essentially, what it does is it gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a website. So here I've pulled up your competitors, Rocky Mountain Restoration. They're ranking for 1,500 keywords. That's giving them a traffic of 3,000 visitors per month to their site. So when we look in here and see what some of the keywords that they're ranking for are, these are not those location specific ones that I was talking about. So these aren't super helpful. This one, water damage restoration Phoenix, 730 people are searching for that exact phrase on Google per month, and they're in the number 2 position. Rocky Mountain Restoration, that's brand specific, so again, not really applicable to you guys. Water damage Phoenix, Arizona, another 270 people. Water damage Gilbert, Arizona, 170. Water damage Phoenix, 530. So you can see how these really start to add up. When we come over here and take a look at your guys' site, you guys are ranking for 3 keywords that's giving you a traffic of 0 visitors to your site a month. And so you can see that none of these are like high intent service location specific keywords. So what happens when we come over here on Google and search one of those high intent keywords, water damage restoration Phoenix? This is the first section that pops up, and these are ads. And ads can be helpful, but they can also be a money pit if the foundation for your website isn't dialed in. So just be careful not to burn a bunch of your money on ads until you know for sure that your site is going to convert. Well, let's move on to the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, and that's citations. And what are citations? Citations are your business name, address, and phone number that are located on different directories throughout the web. So these are places like Yelp, Better Business Bureau, and even your social media profiles. Okay, so why do citations matter? When we scroll down here, we have the Google Map Pack, and I'm sure you've seen this a million times when you're looking for a restaurant or activities to do, and it pops up with the top 3 businesses here. And this is where you really want to be, especially as a service that a lot of it is like emergency based, right? A lot of people are not going to scroll to the next page. They're going to pick from one of these top 3 competitors. And this is where about 40% of your clicks should be coming from. So this, what drives these top 3 spots here are citations. The more citations that you have, the more Google sees you as an authoritative, trustworthy business in your industry. So how do you get to one of these top 3 spots? Well, there's software out there that tells you exactly where these top 3 competitors are getting their citations from. And we would go get you those same ones, but not just stop there, get you 100 to 200 more so that you're sitting comfortably in one of these top spots. Okay, now let's go. Let's talk about the third thing that I wanted to go over with you today, and that's link juice or backlinks. And this third pillar will really help you to dominate on Google. So when we scroll past the Google Map Pack, we get the organic section here, and you can see that your site isn't number 1, right? But this is where you really want to be. This is where about 60% of your clicks should be coming from. So to get there, you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think like this. If site A is linking to site B, then site A is giving site B relevancy or some of its link juice, right? It's pushing power to that other site, kind of like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link, right? So you guys are a home service, restoration company. I'm sure you get a lot of your materials from the same supplier. So imagine that supplier goes on their website and gives you guys a shout out with a link back to your website. That would be a strong, relevant backlink. So when we go back on Ahrefs, we can look and see that you guys have 23 backlinks, which is not bad, but it's not dominant. When we look at your competitors here, they have 2,000 backlinks that are coming from strong, relevant sources. So once again, how would we get these? Well, with Ahrefs here, we can see exactly where these backlinks are coming from and then go get you guys the same links for your business. So this is the method to the madness. All right, once again, we went over content. Your home page needs at least 1,500 words with the right authoritative, keyword-rich content. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And then finally, link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google that you are the authority in your industry. So where do we go from here? Well, like I said, you are more than welcome to take this information and implement it on your own. But if you would like to skip the learning curve, if you want to focus your energy on your next job, call me. My phone number is 907-957-1027. All right, talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.